What is Loman? It's basically an AI tool that generates free images easily. As you can see, these images look really good. Here are some examples they've provided to show what kinds of images it can create. It can also remove backgrounds. The background removal feature works pretty well. It can also enhance images. Here's a before and after. AI improves it, can colorize images and create new ones from references. So that's what this tool does. Let's create an account on Piclumen. Basically, we click Start Application and you'll see they ask for your Google or Apple account or a custom email and password. Choose whichever you prefer. Once you've chosen, you'll be in Piclumen, where you can see creations from various users across the platform. Alright, let's see how we can generate images with Piclumen. When we open it, we'll be in the community section where we can view different images, remix them, or copy from existing ones. To create, we'll click on Create, okay? Here we'll have the image description. We can insert it. As you can see, I already had it ready. To create a prompt for image generation, simply access these GPTs, write your image idea, and ask it to generate a prompt for that image. Just say, I need to generate an image. Write, create a prompt for this image, and then describe it. Ask if it needs clarification before processing. Once we have this, as you can see, we can use auto-translate. It's best to input in English to keep it simple. Let's translate it and paste it in. We can select the reference image, and once ready, we can hit send, okay? So, once we send it, watch what happens. As you can see, it starts queuing and generating. The description I've input is an elf, okay? An elf warrior fighting with armor and a magic sword against a dark, devastating tornado, okay? This is the generated image. It's quite impressive how it's been created. We can upscale, remix, and remove the background. If I remove the background now, it'll likely remove the girl too. But it's amazing, right? It's incredible what it's done with just one prompt. That's how we can generate images. Let's say we've created an image we don't like and want to delete it. So we're in Piclumen and we'll simply go to the create section. We'll go to this image, for example, click delete and confirm. As you can see, it's going to delete it for me. Note that it says our creations are saved for 30 days unless we download or upgrade. Otherwise, they'll be deleted. Let's say I'm not too happy with what's there. Here we can basically click on remix. I've clicked remix, then rerun, and it'll apply the same script to generate a new version. The concept is pretty straightforward. That's how you can generate the image. Let's say I prefer the second one to the first. Now we can simply download the image without any issues, and that's it. We can do this as many times as we want. Also, you can enter a negative prompt. It seems we'd need to copy the prompt again though, but negative prompts can be added, so that's all there is to it. Something else you should know is that we can change the model. I'll put here a prompt I generated with HiTP. To change the model in Epic Looming and generate, as you see, it tells us to choose the appropriate model. The model and image generation foundation, wrapping, language expression, capabilities of the final image results, style and effect. Please select the model that best fits your image. Right now I want to create a fantasy generation. If I want an image in this style, I'd choose this one. If I wanted something more like that. The examples aren't great, so I'll generate some for you to see. Let's start with Epic Looming Art V. Well, this is the default one, sorry. Let's go with realistic. I'll create the anime. The realistic turned out like this. Well, in the end, you have to remember it's a fantasy world with floating islands and such. The anime one, a tough anime girl. Seems like the prompt didn't work as intended. Hold on, I'll send the prompt again. I'm going to delete this image. Alright, now it's working. It rendered the anime style like this. Pretty cool, reminds me of Genshin Impact, right? Well, it's obviously quite similar. It's really well done, I must say. Now we're using the linear art feature. I'll try this pony diffusion, which honestly... Oh, selecting it opens another window. We can use Flux one, though I'm not sure how good it is. As you've seen, we have 3 styles. Anime, realistic, and linear art, which uses outlines. Well, it's not rocket science. So here we have linear art, which is basically... Now I get it. Linear art is essentially, lines, okay? You can even color them with the same tool later. Here are 3 dots where you'll color it when you have a plan. Finally, there's Flux's version, which it generated like this. Well, of all the options, I'd say this is the worst. Obviously, I understand they're different styles. Anime fits much better as it's a fantasy element. That's how you change models and how different models work. I hope you enjoyed it. How to remove the background. Alright, let's create an image, okay? Where I request a girl dancing in the rain. Let's see what it generates. Basically, to remove the background, we first need an image where we can actually remove. Obviously, these pure landscape images don't make sense to remove backgrounds. Keep in mind it prioritizes humans or main subjects over structures or lands, okay? That's what removing a background is about. Removing a background, for example, in this case, where we don't have the full new image yet. If I click here, once the image is selected and I click remove BG, it won't let me do it as the image is generating, but it would leave just the girl. Look, it's generated a fun image for us, okay? So if I click remove BG, it'll remove the background. It should be relatively quick. And there we have it, okay? That's how it removed the background. Clearly it struggled with the hair and blue rain, okay? I can take either of these images and remove BG, okay, of this girl. You'll see it does something quite similar. And look, there we have it, okay? As you can see, it removed the entire background. The hair is tricky as usual, okay? But it doesn't do a bad job at all. Honestly, it does a pretty good job. Let's say we've just created an image in Piclumen and we want to rescale it. What does rescaling mean? It means improving the quality of the image we've generated. Basically, we'd select it like this image here and then hit the upscale button. As you can see, it enlarges the image from small to big. Obviously, this version is a paid feature. You can start at $4 or $8 monthly, which is super cheap for such a great tool. It's not sponsored at all, but I'm amazed at how well it generates images. So that's how you can rescale images. How do you color an image? In Piclumen, we have a type of, I'll ask it to generate a basic lion. We have a model called Piclumen Liner. Click here to select it. It creates an image with just outlines. As you can see, there's a queue now. It's normal, it's a free tool after all. I've made other images without queuing. I guess I'm queued after 10 generations. We can speed up from here as you see. So let's wait. Now we have a generated lion image. To color, click the dots and hit colorize. This needs the paid version, not the trial. It's also meant for custom coloring. Not bad at all. How can we change the size and aspect ratio of the images we're generating? I have this prompt, right? Instead of a square image, I want it to be 21:9, you know? I want it rectangular. Basically, it gives us portrait and landscape options. We select the shape we want. We can choose to generate up to 2 images. We have various filters to control how much our prompt influences the image. And we can set the number of steps for image generation. More steps take longer but produce better results. Then we have the negative prompt and other options. So let's submit it. It starts generating 2 images. As you can see, I'm in the queue. Here we're seeing images generated with different styles. They're all in a 16:9 ratio, almost thumbnail size, and honestly it looks really good. So that's how you can do it. How to add a negative prompt to images you're generating. Let's say I have this script, okay? We select our realistic model and then we click on these advanced settings, alright? Here we can set it to generate 2 or 4 images, select the aspect ratio we want, and adjust advanced settings. We can tweak many configuration options like processing details. We decide how detailed we want it, which are the steps, and how much info we want from the prompt versus creative input. This section here defaults to 4.5 comma, so here we'd put in the negative prompt, we put what we don't want generated, okay? So right now, I don't really care what's generated, but if we didn't want clouds to appear, for example, you know, we'd put it like this. We don't want. We'd put sky or sun. Okay, I don't want the sun generated. Got it? Well, we'd put that. It's easier to define what you want than what you don't through negative prompts, right? You can say, I want a lion. That's simple. Or list all animals except lion. That's what negative prompts are for. If I generated this image and the girl has a wand I didn't ask for, I'll put no wand here, okay? That's what negative prompts are for, and here's how we can access them. Alright, let's say we start generating an image, okay? And we join the queue. We can queue for free. Right now you see 68 people in line. I've seen queues of 200, but it moves fast. Let's say we don't want to wait. We click get more fast task and you might think, oh sure, pay to skip the line. That's the tip, right? If you really need this tool quickly, you can opt for paid plan. They not only let you skip the queue, but also create better, higher quality images, access more tools, and so on. How do Pickle's payment plans work? We'd be around here, right? Basically, we want to access the payment plans because we want to, right? So we'll click here, hit OK, and choose our plan. Got it? As you can see, plans range from $5/month was $10 to $10/month was $20. Okay? Manual sign up gets you 60% off. By default, all plans include 10 free daily lumens. This is for all plans, allowing unlimited generation, okay? We can save our creations for up to 30 days. History never expires while subscribed, and general means commercial use is allowed. Additionally, it provides an explanation of the lumen cost per image. This is the currency the tool uses to generate any image, right? They give us 1800 lumens per month here, okay? With 10 daily, we go from 300 monthly to 1800. And with the pro plan we get 4,800, right? It says 1800 lumens, let us queue up to 5 generations, and here up to 10 generations at once, okay? You can have 2 concurrent jobs, and here up to 5 plus advanced versions as we're seeing, right? They're mostly the same in pro except for image collect. Standard already includes all tools. That's how this works.